With only 4 races left in the regular season, who will get in the chase? Welcome, everybody, back to the OP Super Speedway Saturday night Buttkicker Truck Series, the Extra Life 250, Season 13, round number 10, Daytona 08, presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. Myself, Joshua Medlock, coming at you live here tonight at the iRacing virtual track here, folks. Glad to see you out there. Got Dennis and Brendan out in chat. Got 8 watching and 3 likes already. They are out here practicing it up at this bumpy 08 of Daytona. I've already got the pre-race analytics pulled up here for everybody. Got some stuff to go down as well, so let's dive right into it. We do have a little bit of a wind out there at about 5 miles an hour, an air temp of 69, a track temp of 74, 100 laps here, 250 miles, unlimited tires, 50%, same as always, 13 to 18 laps roughly. A pit road here at Daytona, 60 mile an hour with a pace speed of 70. Getting down here to the point standings. Now this is just how they stack up in the points. We'll take a look at who's already in here in just a second, but David Stringle is up at the top spot at 302 with Stephen Miles in second at 293. He's only 9 behind David. Richard Sanchez in third at 280, 22 behind the leader and 13 behind Stephen. Mark Mann at fourth at 265, 37 behind the leader and 15 behind Richard. Santo in fifth at 247, 55 behind the leader and 18 behind Mark. Adam Kilday is going to be in sixth at 246. 56 behind the leader and 1 behind Santo. Andy Brigante in 7th at 245. 57 behind the leader and 1 behind Kilday. Cody Neagles in 8th at 239. 63 behind the leader and 6 behind Brigante. Anthony English in 9th at 213. 89 behind the leader and 26 behind Neagles. Chris Scala in 10th at 206. 96 behind the leader and 7 behind Anthony. Matt Wagner in that 11th spot at 203. 99 behind the leader and 3 behind Chris. Scala, Christine is in 12th at 201, 102 behind the leader, 201 behind the leader. 201 points, 101 behind the leader and 2 behind Matt. My bad. Paul Witten 13th at 199, 103 behind the leader and 2 behind Chris. Vicente Guerrero in 14th at 198, 104 behind the leader and 1 behind Paul. James Marin 15th at 187. 115 behind the leader and 11 behind Vicente. Kenneth Bishop in 16th at 184, 118 behind the leader and 3 behind Mayer. Steve Hoppett in 17th at 178, 124 behind the leader and 6 behind Bishop. Dustin Loxton at 18th at 161, 141 behind the leader and 17 behind Hoppett. Stanley Jr. 19th at 150. 152 behind the leader and 11 behind Dustin. And Bubba Winningham is going to round out the top 20 here in 20th at 143, 159 behind the leader and 7 behind Stanley Jr. However, we do have already drivers locked in. We are going to go ahead and show you all who is in right as of coming into tonight. Now, James Mayer does have 2 wins. However, he is not locked in. However, David Stringle, Stephen Miles, Mark Mann, Cody Neagles, and Anthony English, they already have their 7 starts. They already got their win. That is why they're green. They're locked in. They're ready to go. With the start here tonight, Vicente Guerrero will get that lock-in going into next week. So all Vicente has to do is start here tonight, and he is locked in. He will be lit up in green going into next week. He'll be ready to go for the chase. Of course, all the other drivers that already got their starts, 7 starts, and they need a win, they could do it here tonight. I will go and look at the points here in the National Anthem and kind of figure out real quick who some of those drivers are, and we'll definitely try to get that up here on the broadcast for everybody here tonight. But this season, we've only been at this track 2 different times. Round 3, Anthony English grabbed the win here. A total race of 104 laps and 7 cautions. Around 7, Vicente, there's the win for Vicente. 105 laps in that race with 10 cautions of 430 laps. So this race is kind of averaging right now about 7 to 10 cautions. We'll see how what transpires here tonight. It's not going to be easy for these guys, but I'm sure they will be able to do it. But we are coming down to 2.5 minutes here tonight, folks, of practice. We're going to go ahead and step aside and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. So hang tight, folks. Qualifying will be underway when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran past, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the free, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to remain the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the free, in the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Well, all righty, folks. Qualifying is underway here tonight. Let me go ahead and get that playoff picture off here and throw up the most points in the past 3 races. David Stringle up at the top at 112. Peter DeBora, 102. Richard Sanchez at 97. Kenneth Bishop at 96. And Cox at 94 here tonight. Of course, they are in qualifying. The last times are starting to roll in on their one lap that they get. A big shout out to the sponsors for OP here this season. Buttkicker, Digital Armchair Motorsports, and Yorkville. So a big shout out to all of y'all out there. And of course, all the fans that tune in each and every week. So let's go ahead and get down here on to the track. Times are rolling in. Now, I was talking to a few drivers out here tonight, and they were talking about maybe starting in the back, maybe starting in the front. They really didn't know yet. They wanted to see how things could play out, in practice to see what they wanted to do. Not going to name any names because I know there are drivers out here that do pay attention, and we do not want to give out any information that can help or hinder other drivers. So we're going to actually keep that kind of secret here. But right now, Jason D. Clark up at the top spot here tonight. We got that Scala guy out there. Yeah, we know him, the two of Chris Scala. Brian Stanley is out on track. Jeremy Stanley is also out there. And Matt Wagner is actually sitting at the exit of pit road here. Now, pit road is going to be, whoa, Anthony English driving backwards here. Looks like he might have lost, put a little bit too much English on that thing. A pun in there somewhere. Y'all can figure it out. Got to pick on Anthony, as always. Vicente right there in 7th. Of course, like I said, folks, Vicente is one of those drivers that, with the start here tonight, Vicente will get that lock in. So we do have some drivers that are vying for a win here that have got their starts. We're going to name off a few of them here. Richard Sanchez has 9 starts. Andrew Zonto, this will make it his 8th start. Adam Kilday, Andy Bergante, Chris Scala, Matt Wagner, Chris Dean, Steve Hoppett. Now, if Dustin Loxton shows up here tonight, this will be a 7th start. If he wins it, he would be locked in. Stanley Jr., just to name a few. Alan Foster Jr., I'm kind of still going through here, seeing some other names here. So those are drivers that we're really going to have to watch out for here tonight to see if maybe they can grab that win because they've already got the start. So, but the final 25 seconds, Jason D. Clark is going to grab the pole out here tonight. Let me see here if I can find him. It looks like Bubba did make it back in here. I did see he was having some issues. Well, I do not see Jason D. Clark. So it looks like we will not get our pole sitter up here, but congratulations goes to Jason D. Clark here tonight. Let's go ahead and get him on the MaxspeedTV starting grid here tonight. Of course, Jason grabbing the pole with a 52.298. Congratulations to Jason on pole. Cody Neagles locked in. He's going to start on the outside of him in that 2nd spot. Peter DeBora is going to start here in 3rd. I'm trying to get down here. All righty. Richard Sanchez in 4th. Anthony English 5th. Duke Conrad 6th. Chris Scala 7th. Vicente at 8th. Christine 9th. Jeremy Stanley 10th. Alex Green in 11th. Gary Turner 12th. Andy Bergante 13th. Brian Stanley 14th. And Zach Deuscher is going to start 15th of the qualifiers. iRacing is going to line the non-qualifiers up like this. Seabrands in 16th. Stephen Miles in 18th. Yeah. Jackson Carr 19th. Matt Wagner 20th. Zonto 21st. And a huge field out here, too. Zachary Workman 22nd. Stuart Broderick in 23rd. Steve Rada 24th. Mark Mann 25th. Dustin Loxton 26th. Guy Brooks 27th. Zach Fridge 28th. Brian Kimbler 29th. And Kenneth Bishop 30th. Brian Rainville, 31st. Robert Edgerton, 32nd. David Livingston, 33rd. Alan Foster Jr., 34th. Mark Sergio, 35th. Bubba Winningham did make it. He's going to start 36th. Jimmy Reynolds, 37th. S.E. Martin, 38th. Adam Kilday, 39th. And Steve Hoppett is going to round out the 40-car field here tonight in 40th, riding shotgun. So here we go. Congratulations again to Jason D. Clark on pole. This is going to be interesting. 11 of you out there tuning in. I know Mara should be out there somewhere. All right, well, here we go. We are rolling off for the first time here tonight. Ooh, Cody doing a little bit of blinking there. I'm sure Kevin Neagles is out there too. Guess I can put my notepad up since I'm done looking at it right now. Definitely going to have to be careful here tonight. This track here at the old Daytona, very, very bumpy. We'll take a ride along here with a few drivers here for sure tonight if we get a chance, and just show everybody how bumpy it is. Well, I do hope Bubba made it in here tonight. Oh, man, I do not see him. Uh-oh. All right, well, on the back stretch, coming down into turn number 3 here momentarily. But, folks, pull those belts tight one more time. Y'all know what time it is. Here we go. That pace car, of course, will dive off to the safety of pit road here. Out of turn number 4, we'll enter what they call the Geico restart zone. It's not bumpy, it has character. Well, that may be, but it's still bumpy. Well, alrighty, pace car, get off the track. We're ready to go green here tonight. Pace car, off and away. Clark in control. Green is out. Boogity, 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 folks. We're racing here tonight at Daytona. Whoa! All right, Dude Conrad, no-name dude here tonight. Started on pit road, so he's going to be no-name for the night. Out of turn at number 2 already. Here we go. Who will lead the first lap? Will it be our pole sitter, Clark? Or will it be the 6 of Cody Neagles onto the outside? Or will it be somebody else right behind them, side by side? All the way through the field, 40. Peter Nomura getting a little wiggly there. Out of 3, through the tri-oval. Crossing the stripe. Who's going to have it? It's going to be Cody with the help of the 510. Cody leads the first lap here tonight. Well, folks, we got 99 more laps to go. We are not done yet. All right, 1 lap down. Let's go through the field. Don't see a whole lot of movement yet. Maybe a little bit of wiggling going up here around Chris. Maybe trying to see what he can do. Drop it low, stay high. We'll stay here with Alex here in that number 3, who is right behind that number 2. There is the 06 of Andrew Zonto, Rick Seabrand, Stuart Broderick, Steve Rodham, Matt Wagner. Looks like a bunch of single file back here. They know if anything does happen up toward the front, it is not going to be pretty. Cody Neagles going to grab another lap. That is 2 already for him. Moose Pie out there. Hello, how are you doing? Oh, I love my other screen, man. Love it. I have my 3 screens on my computer. I got a screen hooked up to my laptop, so I'm rocking 5 screens here, folks. Whoop, somebody pulling back. Who was that? That might have been the 979 of Chris Dean deciding, I don't like what's going on up there. Well, the 2 found that inside line. I wouldn't necessarily say he dumped the 3 because the 3 is going to pull up behind the 5 of Stanley. It is one of the Stanleys. It is Brian Stanley. I almost said Stanley Jr. But we'll get it right in a minute. That outside line, though, we're doing that prevailing here early on. We'll see how much longer that does last here. Looks like we see a little bit of clouds out there. Hopefully it doesn't come down to rain. There is no rain in our racing, but that'd be kind of cool if there was. Looks like Chris Scala deciding, nope, had enough, pulling back, and that's where he goes all the way to the back here. Currently 30th roughly, and he is still falling back here, way back. And he goes all the way back to 34th, maybe to pick up Steven and no-name Conrad. That is Dude Conrad. Well, the 07 here, it does have 2 under his belt now with Cody having 2. So, you know, Jason being on that inside line did help a little bit. He was able to lead a couple of laps here. So, you know, these guys are still going to pick up bonus points. And I am watching back here. If I can get back here. That is the 49. I was just on him of Kenneth Bishop. I was looking to see. I hope everything, hope he's not going to take it 3 wide here at any time soon. But he was definitely looking there. Sanchez still pushing the daylights out of that 6. Here comes the 14 of Ascente coming from 8th. Now onto the inside, battling it for that 3rd spot. He does have the 07. 510 drops it in front of the 14 here tonight. We've got some moves out there already. And I don't know if it's any moves like Jagger, but it's some moves. Soon, yes, I did hear about it, but we'll see. I think they're going to make it for road, though. I don't think they're going to do it for ovals, but I think it'd be cool. Look, Cody fighting off Sanchez up front. Cody going to grab another lap. Looks like Stuart Broderick from 23rd to 11th. Well, he is coming up through the field here and quickly. What is that? Well, 12 positions. Man. Came up 12 spots in 6 laps. Okay, so he's back into 12th, it says, but however, 11th, 12th, somewhere right in there. We'll keep an eye on a Stewart here. Looks like a little bit of shaking going on up here. Sanchez gonna lead his first lap here. They are still side by side. They are going to be coming up within that window of a potential green flag pit stops, folks, in about 5 laps. That window will open. I got about 13 to 18 laps, 50%. Now, the guys in the draft back here, you know, anybody that's behind Cody and Richard, you know, they're going to be able to save a little bit more than what Sanchez and Cody's doing. But nevertheless, we'll see. I don't think we're going to see anybody drop down pit road by themselves unless they absolutely positively have to. Now, it's kind of just single file racing back here. Not a whole lot going on at all. Everybody, well, there's Zachary. I think he's peeking to the outside of Chris Dean, but there's not really much going on back here in the back. Everybody pretty much single file. Where all that side by side though is all the way from 1st back here with the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds. Now even getting back a little bit further with Zach Deuscher, Dustin Logston. So all the way back about from the top 15. That's where our side-by-side is going on. It looks like the 55 here of Robert Edgerton, and the 11 of Mark Sergio working the outside back here in the back of the field. The 12 of Zach Fritsch. He's going to be working the outside here, bringing with him the 67 of S.E. Martin, the 50 of David Livingston. So far, everybody doing a fantastic job hanging on to it. Well, let's go ahead and do this since we got a little bit of time here. How about we go ahead and do a little bit of on board here early on? Well, Jason now is pulling back. I was wanting to let everybody see the bumps, and we will be able to see him. Jason D. Clark kind of pulling back here, our pole sitter, but man, just look how bumpy that thing is. So these trucks will get awfully loose. Oh no, we got a rubber ducky, the first one here tonight who was involved in this. Whoa, Zach! Oh no! And the 55 of, oh, little bit of 3 wide tricky going on back here. That's exactly what it was. Looks like Mark Mann. See, we were on this. We were on the 07 there, and we seen Mark go past him. So, but we didn't see the actual caution till we came back up. So we're gonna see some 3 wide action here. Now, to see the 04 does get by, and then the 12 of Zach goes right up the middle, and right there we go. Maybe some net code there between the 55 and the 12. However, that is going to, both of them going to take a hard lick into the outside safety barrier, and that's concrete, by the way, so man, oh man. Well, they were coming up on a green flag pit stop, so this kind of put them right at the beginning of that window. We're going to definitely see these guys come down pit road here. I don't think anybody's going to stay out. If they do, it'll probably be to, lead a lap, grab a bonus point, go around, get it down on the track, start in the back, work your way back up front. And that's probably about all we'll see. But as far as I'm seeing right now, there ain't nobody attempting to stay out at all. But for the first time, yep, a rubber ducky. Hey, there she is, Mara out there, Brandon. 18 people out there tuning in. We've got 5 locks out here tonight. Can we hit 15, 20 locks out here tonight, folks? Been already some good racing out here. What we're going to be shooting for here tonight. Thank you, everybody, again for tuning in. Let me see here if we can find our first victim here. Now Zach is still sitting on pit road. They do have a fast repair if need be. Well, let's kind of go ahead and see who we can grab. Well, unfortunately, he did not get to make it in here. So, man, tough break for Bubba. Man, oh, man. Well, we don't interview him much. And he's on pit road. Dadgummit, I don't like it when they're on pit road. Oh, can we find somebody down here, maybe? All right, well, we can go ahead and get, I guess, Alan Foster Jr. here. Go ahead and drag him up here real quick. Alan Foster Jr., buddy, got a copy?
I do.
Hey, man. Well, it's coming down to the wire, man, of the regular season. You know, I was just looking at it here tonight, and you know, it's I believe you are one of the drivers that needs a win. You already got the starts, correct?
I think so, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Either way, a win to get in would be fantastic.
All right, I'm trying to look at it here and see. I hope I have time, but I know there's a lot of drivers that need it. You have 7 starts, so yeah, this would make it your 8th start. So yeah, you need a win, buddy, to get that lock in. But I see you're not back down pit road. Well, how's it going for you real quick early on?
Fairly good. So far, so good. Everybody seems to be racing nice and not getting too terrible twisted up. I don't know how I thread the needle coming into or getting through that wreck before the caution come out, but we lucked out there. So I'm going to try to stick with my teammates here and see if we can get all 3 of us to get into the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Well, you guys are coming back out. I'm not going to keep you any longer, buddy. Good luck out there. And most importantly, have some fun.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
You too, bud. All right. Well, it's always good to talk to the drivers that are fighting to get in. And, yeah, I did look it up here, folks. He is one of those drivers that needs that start here. Alan Foster Jr., 7 starts, 0 wins, 0 top 5s, 0 top 10s. You know, he's setting all the way back at 24th, but you know, if he gets that win, that dude will be locked in. So definitely keep an eye out on him. And we've got a few more we could possibly grab over time. I don't think yellows are done, but, you know, I've been surprised before. All right. Cody. Jeremy Stanley, that is off of pit road. Sanchez, Brian Stanley, Vicente, Peter, Alex Stewart, Gary, Zach. That is going to round out the top 10. Coming to lap 15 here tonight. Let's do it. Pace cars off and away. Cody Neagles and company. Got to go on a green, and green is out here again, folks. The OP Super Speedway Saturday night. The Buttkicker Truck Series, the Extra Life 250. Round number 10, the 08 of Daytona, and they do get an extra life here tonight with that fast repair. So if need be, they could use it. Hopefully those that did not need it unclicked it. Watching the 44 back there here. I seen him kind of peek in through there of Anthony English. There's Steve Hoppett. Robert Edgerton is right behind them. So Cody back up front. Sanchez, Peter on the outside. Cody going to pop it back up high. 40 going to slam the 6. The 3 going to slam the 40. And we just got drivers bump drafting everybody here. We'll see if that 6 of Cody pulls it down in front of the 510 again. I think Cody wanted Peter to go with him, but there was not enough room. Peter's going to drop it down now in front of the 510. Had that opening here. Did just that. No, golly, the 956. Gary Turner onto the outside. We got 3 wide right here, folks. Gary is in a pickle onto the outside. The 5 right in the middle. Brian Stanley. Whoa, starting to get a little shaky. We're still 3 wide. Whoa, I think Gary is trying to figure out the safe way. Whoa. And now out of that 3 wide situation. Boy, that got a little hair there for a moment, folks. Whoa, Gary. Man. We did see him catch some of the wall out there, but he managed to keep it straight. So that is a good thing. We can go ahead and check that right side. If he did catch a little bit of it, it really wasn't enough to do any major damage to the 956 U-Haul machine. Out there hanging on to it. Dustin Loxton, Andy Bergante, Jimmy Riddles, S.E. Martin right behind them, Anthony English, Robert Edgerton. We're starting to see some more single file back here. I think these guys, well, we do got some side by side. We've got Zach in the 12, the 8 of Stephen Miles. No, wait a minute. Zach Fritch and the 008 of No Name Conrad, Dude Conrad. Possible 3 wide situation again, right in the middle of Zach here. Whoa, that was the 131 of Steve Hoppin on the outside. Mark Mann gonna get around the 131, bringing the 50 of David. Brian Kimbler, Chris Dean, Adam Kilday, Stephen Miles, Chris Scala, Rick Brands, and Bubba Winningham is on pit road, but he is not going to race, it looks like. 17 laps down, having some issues. Unfortunately, we all know about those power surges that can happen. Technology. Been a part of a few of them. 3 wide, Santo in the middle here, and that was the 49 on the outside of Kenneth Bishop. Well, we've been having a lot of 3 wide here already. Yeah. And it looks like Kenneth is not gonna budge. He's gonna stay on that far outside. Dustin Loxton and the 67 of S.C. Martin is right there. It doesn't look like they're going to budge any. We'll see if maybe they try to take it 3 wide again. Starting to see a little bit of an outside pack back here still. The 03 or 3 of Steve Arata, Zach and Dude. The 07 there of Clark and Zachary Workman. And then you have Wagner, Foster Jr., Guyel. And then on further back, Mann, Livingston, Kimbler, Dean, Kilday, and the rest of the group. Single file. We're going to get back up to the front here, folks, because we got another battle for the lead. Alex Green and Peter DeBora. We got 3 wide out there on the outside. I knew they were going to do it. Alex is going to lead that lap, but here we go. The big one. Vicente in the mix. And another rubber ducky here. I know Dennis is out there keeping count, so we'll see here if he puts 2 in there, because that is unfortunately the second one we have had. So Cody Neagles in the 6. We're going to get on him here, and then right there, it looks like the 5. Man, net code or contact for sure, something, and right there, well, that just upset the 6, right up into the 61, 5 into the 49, Dustin, nowhere to go, and I have no idea how Andrew made it through that, but he did, Andrew, and the 38 of Dustin, but we've got several drivers involved in this. Oh, we've got the 510 going to get a piece, 61, 614, 007, the 11, the 84. Does look like the 67 somehow scraped through. The 17 of Jimmy, the 3, the 956, the 55, the 07 going to get a piece. So a lot of drivers involved in that. So it looks like we're probably going to have some drivers out here tonight using that fast repair if they haven't already done so. But Alex Green has led 2 laps here. And it looks like he will be bringing them down pit road here. Everybody jumping ship. They're going to come down pit road, no doubt about it. Take a look at pit exit here. I'll move the camera back till we get to that green cone here. Unlimited tires. It's the fuel you got to worry about, and it looks like well, I've got Zach as our leader, but all right, there it goes. It finally caught up. Alex Green, Peter DeBora, Andrew Zonto here. Let's go ahead. We're going to interview Andrew here and kind of talk to him because he was right there in that mix here, folks, and we're going to get his perspective on that. Andrew, bud, got a copy?
Hell yeah, I do.
Well, you were right there when that happened. I have no idea how you managed to get through that, but man, talk about what you seen up there, how you reacted, and how you managed to get through it.
Well, everyone's getting a little bit squirrely more than usual. I guess it's probably with the new setup that the trucks came out with a couple weeks ago. I just basically just stayed in the middle line, got off the gas, dragged the brake a little bit, and when I saw an opening, I went.
Basically, you just paid more attention.
Pretty much. Apparently more than everybody else.
Well, you know, it's, a typical Daytona, man. This track is bumpy, but it's fun, man. How are the tires holding up? Because the old Daytona does use a little bit more tires than the new Daytona does.
The tires are holding up pretty well. I've only had to take right sides twice just because I had to use up the brakes a little bit. But besides that, the tires are holding up pretty well.
All right. Well, it looks like you're going to be up here with Alex Green here, even though, well, something funky's going on with ATVO. But Alex is to your inside here, so it looks like you're going to be up here with Alex starting things out here. Steve Verada and Dude up here with you, and Dustin. So got a good group up here. Good luck out there. And, hey, we're a quarter of the way through the race.
Enjoy the show.
Yep, good luck, bud.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that is Andrew Zonto here, and Alex Green will be our lead car. He will get us going here with Zonto, Rada, Conrad, Guyel, Logston, Stanley, and Stanley. That's Brian Stanley, Jeremy Stanley, Workman, Edgerton, Foster Jr., Jason Clark, Chris Dean, Peter DeBora, and Rick Seabrands rounding out our top of 15. All right, pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road again here tonight. Alex Green will, 03 of Steve Rada, he's one to go. Alex Green, though, once the green drops, he will be gone. Whoa, he's gone, but the 06 of Zonto Well, hopefully that does not affect him because he did go. We'll see if Zonto does get a black flag there for jumping. We'll find out, but Alex Green up at the top here. 8 getting a little, well, the 008. No name Conrad, he is up here, and unfortunately with not having his name, we're not going to be able to get all of the results for leading laps and position per se, but Zonto has led a lap, dropped it in front of the 3 of Alex Green. That put Dude onto the outside with Dustin. And going through here real quickly, Dude Conrad is going to lead that first lap. He does have it. Stole it from Andrew there. Back here with the 67 of S.C. Martin, the 07 of Jason Clark, Workman, Dean, Foster Jr. seeing that single foul. Back here again, you got Hoppet on the outside. Oh, Zonto. Zonto might have did that on purpose because he is, whoa! Zonto come up onto the track. And I don't know if he didn't think Zachary was there or not, and almost took Zachary out. Well, but that was scary not only for Zachary, but for Zonto too. Looks like we've got a lot of drivers kind of dropping back here into the back. And we do have another yellow rubber ducky out on the track here, folks, again. And it went on to Adam Kilday, but I don't know if that is where this caution came out. No. Whoa! Well, something happened, and Adam got punted. Somebody blew. Or were they wrecking up there? Okay, something happened up there, but yeah, I have no idea. Kind of going pretty quickly through here, and I'm not seeing anything. So I guess somebody blew in the engine, and then the 131 was right there. We could see a little bit of smoke. Or was it Adam that blew? I don't know. However, he got punted. And there is where that yellow is at. Oh, my gosh. Well, I don't think he blew. Something went on. All right. Well, that is going to set it for 3 cautions, 7 laps, 72 laps to go, 13 lead changes already here tonight. We're not even halfway there. This is the OP Super Speedway Saturday Night Buttkicker Truck Series. Mara, Brendan, Dennis, Goose Pie out there chatting it up here. And all 18 of you out there tuning in here. Thank you, everybody, for that. Do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button, the subscribe button, hit that little bell, turn on notifications to be notified when, well, when I go live on MaxspeedTV. I do want to give a shout out. Jeff Dodson has joined the MaxspeedTV team. Jeff is working on a few things and making sure everything is set up and running before Jeff starts his own races right here on MaxspeedTV. So when he starts, please check him out. I've known him since I started iRacing, so glad to have Jeff a part of MaxspeedTV again. We missed him over here. So, Jeff, when you get ready, bud, come on. Have some fun. All right. Well, let's see here. All right. Well, I do want to do that. Where are you at, Bubba? There you are, right there. Man, oh, man. Well, we're going to be joined in here tonight. He, unfortunately, had some issues out there. Not on the track, but some technical issues. Bubba, tough break out here, buddy, man. I wish you could have got back in before, you know, you went several laps down. But, you know, It is what it is. It's technology. Everybody, Bubba Winningham here tonight, joining us up here. Bubba, how you doing?
It's a good night. You know, like I said, had a little problem there in the garage before the thing started. Couldn't get back on the road. So second best thing is jump up here in the booth with you tonight. Have a good time watching.
Well, you were able to get back into the lobby, we see, but, you know, being 28 laps down, that'd be a little difficult to get back.
Yeah, I didn't think they'd give me that many waiver rounds.
Well, you know, Bubba, we are coming down to the wire, and you know that. You know, 4 races left, including tonight. You know, Vicente starting here tonight. I already went over it, but we'll go over it again. You know, with the start here tonight for Vicente Guerrero, he will be locked in officially. So, you know, that's going to put us in now with six drivers locked in with their wins.
There we go. Yeah, Vincente's been racing real good too. He's earned that spot for sure.
Yeah, man. You know, these guys have been out here racing it up. But now that we got you up here, Bubba, you've drove this track many, many times here on iRacing. I don't know if you ever got a chance to drive it in real life, but you know, this track is very, very bumpy. You know, as Dennis was saying out there, it's not bumpy; it's got character to it, which it does. But you know, that character can sometimes be a problem. Give us your insight on how you tackle this 08 of Daytona.
Well, what I've noticed is at this track, a lot of folks will drive a little more conservatively than they do at regular Daytona and at Talladega. So I've had some good clean races here, you know, that have gone without very many flags. And so I think what most people do is they just watch that. They don't push down so hard on that yellow line on top. You know, when they're on top of the line, they don't pinch down so hard. And so anyway, but it's tough. You're going to bounce around out there and you're going to get loose. And you know, usually when there's an accident, it's because you slid up into somebody most of the times what's going to happen there.
Yeah, and, you know, net code also is a problem because, you know, how bumpy this track is. You know, the servers are trying to determine where the car is going to be at this present time. And them bumps don't help.
No, that's right. It thinks you're fixing to finish that move down and it might spin somebody without any contact. And that's just part of it. You know, we're racing from all over the world here, and sometimes it's just difficult to make that work out just right.
Yeah, definitely so. You know, I'm broadcasting from Arkansas. You know, we got people from, you know, the United States, Canada, the Netherlands, you know, Australia, New Zealand. I mean, they're everywhere. So you get a mixture of internet connections and everything, and it can cause some issues. But, you know, that's kind of what makes it fun, too, because you just don't know what's going to happen.
No, you don't. And this is one of the greatest, you know, this is a historic track, and this is one that you're going to get a lot of good activity, good action here, you know, and they're still going to bust up there and go 3 wide sometimes and make it real exciting.
Yeah, we've already seen that here tonight, and I think we're probably going to see a lot more of it. Now, coming out of 4 here, the pace car will dive off again at Brian Stanley, Dustin Lockstead up at the top here. We've got Gary Turner, Alex Green, Santo. That's rounding out the top 5. I would go through the rest of it, but hey, pace car has dove off, and now Brian Stanley will have to go on green here, I do believe. Green is out. Well, green's out. Anybody and everybody can go. And, well, Dustin, whoa, we got a quick yellow there.
What did we get there?
That's a rubber ducky. That's what I call them. Whoa, big, huge checkup back here around the 11, 12, 19. We got Anthony English right behind him. Looks like a huge checkup, and, ooh, Anthony right up into the wall. Oh, no, did he get hit, or was that net code there with the 2? I usually don't get a, you know, close looks at this, but the way that 44 jumped, oh, no, he got punted. Oh, man.
Yeah, there it is. Yep.
Yeah, he tried to check up and go to the right, but the 2's hammered down and, you know, right into the back of the 44, and that punted English right up into the wall.
Yeah, sometimes folks there at the back, they'll kind of spread it back just a little bit and try to get a little run, anticipating the flag dropping, and a lot of times that's what creates an issue because, you know, everybody's going to get on the gas and get going, and if somebody checks up, it could be a mess just like that right there.
Oh, yeah, and we unfortunately did see it. It looks like some drivers coming down pit road. Now, you know, I haven't really had time to discuss this with everybody here, but, you know, tires with you guys on Saturday nights are usually not an issue due to the fact it's unlimited tire sets. With you guys, I don't know how it is on Monday and Wednesdays, but I know on Saturdays it's that fuel that is usually the issue.
Absolutely, because you get to a point where we can save some fuel. You can stretch it to that next one. It becomes an issue. If you run out front, you're going to burn a lot more gas than you are if you're back drafting and saving. So fuel becomes a big deal, especially as you approach the end. And you try to make that timing just right, and especially if you get some help and get some partners to go in there and pit with you, so you can get back out there and keep that thing rolling. It takes a lot of strategy there for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely so. I had to take off my shirt. I'm burning up, man. It's I don't know what the temp out there is. It's probably still in the mid-90s. It's hot outside. Man.
You got to go live and let everybody see that.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, no, we ain't doing that. All right. Well, I mean, I guess I could choose another victim here. Yeah, I like calling them victims. And unfortunately, Bubba, you've been a part of that jinx, unfortunately, here. The broadcaster's jinx or the interview curse, as everybody calls it. So,
well, you didn't have your hand on my steering wheel whenever I had that accident, so don't you worry about it.
Well, I mean, it feels like it. Well, let's see here. Now, I did want to get Alex up here real quick. I wanted to have a talk with Alex, see how he's led 3 laps here. Alex, bud, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, well, you led 3 laps here tonight, man. We still got a ways to go here. This is by far not over, but, first and foremost, how you doing out there here tonight?
Oh, man, it's been a lot of fun being up here. I don't get to run a lot of Saturdays, and especially getting the lead laps, all that's rare for me too. So, been a fun little run out there. Hopefully, we can just get some green flag, get some guys settled out. Big field, so we'll see. We'll see if I'm getting settled.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, pretty good sized field out here tonight. Now, there's so many drivers in the Saturday Night League. It's hard to find certain drivers. So, I don't know exactly where you're setting at, but. These guys have been putting on a show all season long. What do you got to do? What do they got to do to keep it up?
Oh, man. Well, first off, as a league owner, that's something you love to see with this series being, the main goal is to get these guys ready for Monday. So it's awesome to see these leagues full and get them ready to go. But, the trick with Daytona 08, it's all track position. It's so hard to gain here. And when you lose it, you don't have the room to really make these big runs that you're used to get them back. So I think kind of my plan is just stay up front and keep as many cars behind me as I can. So just keep the truck clean.
I think that's the game plan for everybody there, bud. But, hey, it's good racing, hard-fought racing out there here already here tonight. So good luck, Alex. Keep it going, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all. All right, Alex Green out there tonight. Yep, and, I haven't really talked to Alex much. Because when I first started with OP, Alex wasn't really present at the time, Bubba. Nothing taken away from Alex, but, Alex is back.
Yeah, I really enjoyed getting to know him since, I'm just a year and a half into all this, so it's been great getting to know Alex and racing in his league there. And he's got some great new ideas and some things. We're going to have a lot of fun with it.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Well, coming to lap 36 here of a 100. Looks like we've got Richard Sanchez, Cody Neagles, Vicente. Well, Vicente's in it. He's out here now just having fun. Robert Edgerton, Peter DeBora, Dustin Loxton, Gary Turner, Brian Stanley, Alex Green, Steve Hoppett, Andrew Zonto, Steve Rada, Gaia Brooks, Kenneth Bishop, and Zach Deutscher out here. Looks like Zach's following me around, so I called him in this league and another league, so I see Zach a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Got to know Zach real well. All right, well, you want to get us going, or you want me to?
I'm gonna let you kick this thing off. I'm just a novice here today.
Oh, okay. He gonna be a rookie.
Yeah, just for a bit here.
All right, Richard Sanchez just waiting on that pace car to dive off. They got to go on green. So here we go. Waiting. Green is out. He's seeing it. He's gone. We're green. Back green here tonight. The Saturday Night Buttkicker Truck Series OP Super Speedway. Extra Life 250, Season 13, Round 10, the 08 of Daytona, presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. Already seeing that outside line starting to kind of fall down a little bit. Whoa, 14 of Vicente going to the outside in front of Cody.
Yeah, you're going to see Vicente jump up there and get Cody, and those two teammates are going to make a good run.
Yeah, I mean, when you get teammates together, you know they're communicating.
That's absolutely right. And throw in Steve there with them.
Steve, where's he at?
They can get in a race and kind of take that thing over sometimes. I've watched them do it.
Are you talking about Steve Hoppett?
No, another night of the week, Karosik there.
Oh, Karosik.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, other night. But right now with Vicente and Cody, you'll see them work those lines together and control what happens behind them a lot of times.
Watching the up front here, and a lot of side by side. We haven't really seen the front pack, Bubba. I don't know how long you've been watching it, but we haven't really seen the front pack go single file. We've seen a lot of the back go single file, but the front pack really hasn't done that yet. Do you think it's just, they haven't really reached that fuel run, so they're just staying side by side, or just trying to keep the momentum?
I think they're just fighting. There've been been a number of cautions here. I think they're just trying to get some established leadership here, and so that top line will typically you run a little faster than that bottom line, and so you're gonna see some of this side by side for a while till some folks get where they want to get, and then you might see it straighten out a little bit there.
Yeah, I just seen a lot of it, man. I've seen Andrew in a little bit of a 3 wide. It looks like he's taking it right up in the middle.
Yep.
Gosh.
He's one of those that needs to get a win to get in.
Yep, it looks like Dustin Logston trapped on the outside here. Now he's found a hole. He's going to pop it right back in the middle there. And yeah, Andrew, he's already got the starts. He has to get a win. I mean, we do have 3 other races left, but as somebody who's already got those starts, you really want to get the win. That way you don't have to worry about the point situation.
That's right. He's one of those he's a good aggressive driver. He likes to get out there and try to get up front. He's always good for some action. I was watching, I just got on, and whenever that big yellow happened, he made it through that wreck untouched, and it was something to behold.
Oh, no! Well, they're going to be able to save this?
Looks like everybody's saving.
How in the world did they do that? The MaxspeedTV rewind here. I know you're watching it as it happens, I do believe, but I got to find out how they did that. It looks like 55 got a little wobbly, and the 06 was right there, so that kind of is what upset that whole field there, but I do not know how in the world they saved that.
No, that was some good driving, and that really spread them out now. You can see they're single file, and they're really spread out, so this will make for some interesting racing here now.
Yeah, the top 5, Vicente, Cody, Peter, Sanchez, Santo. Going back to Edgerton, Green, Logston, Stanley, Turner, Rada, Bishop, Reynolds, Deutscher, Hoppett. That is the top 15. Now it looks like Hoppett starting to fall back a little bit, but you go back even a little bit further, right behind the 131. We've got some side-by-side going on back here. Brigante, Workman, a Nintendo 64 of Gael. So, these guys are side-by-side back here, but mostly single file. 3 wide again. Man, that 3 wide makes me nervous.
They're going for it.
Man, Vicente, Cody, Peter, Richard under fire by Zonto now, but Zonto's unable to get around the 510.
And if they start doing some racing up front, those other lines will catch up there pretty quick and tighten that thing right back up again.
And they're pretty much right there, all the way back now to the 84 of Zach Deutscher. So they've got 14 drivers right now in a pack. But Zach and them's coming. So
here they come.
Yep, they're only about 0.7 of a second behind them. They're right in the draft. All they need to do is kind of tighten up a little bit. They'll be right there. It ain't going to take them but a minute to get up there. Man, I'm sweating.
Well, this is a good, exciting race right here. They're going for it now. Lap 42. And you know, there's some fellas in this race every Saturday night that'll hang around towards the back of the pack until about, about 25, 30 laps to go and start making the moves. And I'm seeing some of those names back there. Mark Mann, one of them. They'll be up front before you know it.
Yeah, we got Mark, Steve, Rick. You know, some of these drivers that have been running up front or started up toward the front, they're right back here in the back, and probably a smart idea, like you said, you know, because if something big happens up front, you know, all these guys back here can be like, where's the wreck at, blah, 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 and they can dodge it. You know, communication is key, and here we go again. Ow, move my shoulder a little bit too much there. Get excited, and then I'll forget about my shoulder, and then I want to move it. It hurts. Yeah, back to side-by-side up here, all the way back to the 60. Oh, we got another yellow, yep. Whoa! I think somebody just hit the wall there. Ooh. S.E. Martin in the 67, the 983, and the 11, and the 07 was right there too. So what happened here? Oh. 11 comes down, upsets the 07, then looks like netcode ensued. And that is going to, of course, send the 983, the 11, and the 67 up into the wall. 14 is coming down as soon as I can get on him here.
Yep. Looks like those three with only three. Everybody else got through there.
Everybody did. Well, that's a good thing. And I do believe, you know, they were yet again, Bubba, coming right up on that window for green flag pit stops to open. And yet again, a caution struck right before that.
Yeah, you know, and that's a shame. We love the green flag stops because that really. Now look, I've had my fair share of green stop failures, man. I've slid through. I've done about everything you can do to mess one up, but it really kind of separates that pack, the good from the bad. You know, the ones that get in there. So you'll see a lot. So the drivers generally do like to see green flag pit stops happen versus these yellows.
Well, the drivers that are laps down that are still out there on the track, which we have none, all the way back here to Stuart Broderick, who is on the lead lap back here in 34, started 23rd. So, you know, not necessarily having the race he wanted to here tonight, but I know, you know, I say it every week, I'm starting to sound like a broken record, but we do this for a reason because, you know, this is the lower tier series. You know, this is where they get their start, you know, this and Wednesdays, and then you got to be invited to Mondays. So, you know, mixture of all the drivers out here, people learning, you know, each other, learning the tracks, you know, you got everything.
So I'm telling you, you know, I'd started April of 2022, and I've learned so much from being in this league and another one there, you know, just racing with these guys with experience. You learn, you talk to them, you learn, you watch them. And I'm racing all three OP series right now.
Wow.
And, it's just, I got to get laps in, you know. Every race I race, I learn something new, and it's been a lot of fun getting to know all the guys in the league and everything, and super helpful. I recommend league racing to anybody that's getting into iRacing.
Yeah, they call it seat time. You know, got to get that seat time. You know,
that's it.
Even if you go out on one track and you pull 50 laps, 100 laps by yourself, get that seat time, because the more seat time you have, the better you're going to be. You know, maybe get a couple of buddies out there to help you, especially if it's a super speedway type situation. Help, you know, learn how to draft, learn the do's, the don'ts, the where's to pass, the nowhere's to pass, you know, the runs you can get, this, that, the, you know, learn. And then when you get out here racing out with, you know, 37, 40 plus boneheads, you know,
well, I've seen some of the pros, some of the guys, they get out there and they can put their bumper right on somebody's bumper and they go 3 deep and just bumper to bumper and push them and not even wiggle. And I remember the first few times I got up there, man, I had to apologize. I hit them on the corner, I spun them around or whatever. And, it's just so there's a lot of good, like you said, seat time is where you pick those up, and you can't do it any other way except for getting out there and racing with the guys.
You've got 3 different trucks. You got the Ford, the Chevy, and the Toyota. And they all don't line up. We talk about lining up. So if you get a Toyota, Chevy, and a Ford together and they bump one another, you better bump them square or it's not going to be pretty.
That's right.
3 Toyotas or 3 Fords or 3 Chevys together makes it a little bit easier,
Well, when they updated that, when they updated the big trucks, the damage model, and it got to where you could really get aggressive with pushing, we're seeing people pushing all the way through the turns, all 4 turns, and not having an accident and everything. So, but you got to have some skill to do that. You can't just jump out there on day one and make that happen.
Well, you can.
You can make a mess.
I wouldn't advise it.
That's right.
And you can do anything. It just might not go well with the admins.
That's exactly right.
Well, we are coming up on that halfway mark here in about 4 or 5 laps. Lap 46 here tonight. Sanchez and Neagles. Now, Neagles started on the outside, and well, that's where he's at, back on the outside here in second. Sanchez started back in 4th. Vicente started in 8th. If Vicente was, I'll go ahead and say it now, Vicente was one of those drivers that, said, I think I'll start in the back. I won't qualify. Well, they qualified 8th. Yeah, no, you know how that goes. And, he's been running up toward the front here for pretty much the whole race. He did, I think, drop back for a little bit, but and then Andrew started back at 21st. He's up here in 3rd or 4th. So we got a lot of fight left in these guys as the pace car knives off once more here, coming to lap 47. Green is out. Cody, Richard, Sato, Vicente, Peter, all on the loud pedal and beyond. Everybody gunning it down. We are back green here. Hopefully we could see a green flag pit stop. Oh, golly, we got 3 wide going on back here. The 007 trying to pull some James Bond stuff back here.
I hope he's got that magic.
Man, he took that 3 wide like it was nothing. He made it work. Gael, like in a back here with the 5 of Brian Stanley, and right behind Workman, Fritch, Dean. And oh man, we're going back up to the front here. I'm going to continue to watch it. Cody going to lead another lap. Zanto right on his bumper. And my brother has joined us in chat here. Man, you can just see how wobbly that inside line is. I was watching the 14 and the 40 there.
That inside lane. When you put your tires down there right by that yellow, it is the roughest, especially turn 1 and 2. It's the roughest thing you've ever felt. If you can move up about 12 inches, that little black line right there, it's a whole different story. A lot easier to stay in control there.
Yeah, Peter DeBoer is making it look easy. He's literally taken both of those left sides almost below that yellow line. You better know what you're doing if you're doing that.
You got to have 2 hands on the steering wheel at all times.
And puckering up.
That's exactly right.
And oh man, well, I'm going to kind of go through here. We got plenty of time to do cranking up here tonight because I don't foresee these guys, getting spread out under green flag conditions. Unless we pit.
Get spread out right now. Unless we make, a couple of green flag pits, we'll get them spread out. They're going to run in the pack right now for sure.
Yeah, we're kind of watching it here and just trying to keep an eye on it. Bubba Winningham joining us here tonight. And know when I call him Bubba, I call my brother Bubba. My brother's been helping me. He don't have iRacing, but he's been helping me. Streaming through Discord here, sharing my screen, and he watches what I watch. So. Oh. Well, what are you seeing out there? I know you're in the lobby, so you can actually go through the field like I can, can't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa, Workman!
Is that who's up three wide up there?
Yeah, Workman trying to Workman. He's trying to be Workman again.
Yep.
He's doing Workman things.
He's fearless.
Yeah, see, he has no fear. I mean, that dude, golly, man, just look how close they get.
187 miles per hour.
You cannot put an egg between them. I mean, you can, and it won't touch the ground. They're that close.
That's a fact.
Workman's like, if you don't get out of my way, I'm going to move you out of my way. Now, Workman, I don't think he'd do that on purpose.
No, he's an aggressive driver, but he's a good driver.
Yeah.
He maintains control. You're gonna find him up front though.
Oh yeah. No, he's coming up.
He's racing
here.
right there by Fritch, and those two guys, Fritch and Workman, they're gonna figure out a way to get through this traffic.
Yeah, and here they come. Workman going to look to the outside again, bringing the 00749. Whoa! He almost took out Zach.
Almost did.
Whoa! This is what we got to watch. Stuff like that.
That's it. That's right.
And I know Zach's listening to me. I know he is. Or listening to us since you're up here. I know he's listening because he always listens to the broadcast when it's going. So.
Well, right now he's hunting for a lane he can get in there and get on up front.
And I'm watching that 67 of SC Martin here too. He's getting a little bit squirrely.
Well, looking up high again.
Yeah, and I know they only start out with 50%, so whoa!
Got together with a 67 a little bit, made a little door contact there.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's gonna send Zach back. Still in the draft though. If I was that 19, I'd drop it right in front of the 55. That's what I would do, but he ain't gonna do it.
He likes that high side.
No, he gonna take the hardest route around.
There he goes.
There he goes again. Golly. If anybody can make it work by himself, it's going to be that 19.
That's right. He knows how to work that side draft when he's up top there.
Oh, golly. Man.
He's right there with Alex.
Oh. As we're back here watching the 3 wide with Zach, the 49, and Zach again. They're up there battling it out side by side. Now they're going to go back single file here. Or not single file, but side by side. That did allow Anthony English to grab the back bumper of the 19 with the 5 of Brian Stanley. So might have a 4 to 5 car pack going 3 wide before too long. All right, check back up front. Uh-oh.
Well, with Sanchez and Peter on one side and with Vincente and Cody on the other side there, that's going to be some fun racing right there for a while.
Yeah, they're going to have 14, the 5, 10, the 6, 40. And you've got Zonto, Jimmy, Justin, David, Andy, Gary. That's our top 10, but we got more than 10 drivers up here in this front pack. We've got, let me see here. About 26 drivers roughly, somewhere around in there.
That's right.
There he goes again. Zach's going to give me a heart attack.
He's hunting.
Yep. Yeah, and look who popped it right in front of him. The 3.
The 3. He's thinking about it. Look at that. Look at him.
Yep, Alex Green.
He's thinking about jumping up there and running with him. Here comes Alex again.
He thought about going up there. Man. I wonder if Zach's telling him to come up. I don't know. Something's going on down there. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, golly, man. It's getting a little bit dicey right here with Workman and Alex. Oh, Andy Bergante. I got to get up here with Andy as he's going to fall back here. He's on the outside. Maybe he's trying to pick up Zachary.
you know, when you go 3 wide by yourself, you're hoping somebody will jump up there with you and give you a little push.
Yeah.
You know, and so I think that's what Andy was sniffing out there for a minute.
Exact. Nope. Dropping it right back down to the middle line here with Zach Fritz right behind it. Man, I mean, I know we've been back here with Workman. Oh,
Oh,
Workman.
off the wall.
Yeah, Workman went a little bit too high there. Oh. Man, oh man. Well, they've been out here now at about 11 laps. So we're going to be hitting lap number 12 on this run. So 12 in about 1 to 2 laps. That window is going to open. They don't necessarily have to pit when the window opens, but that does give them that window, that option to come down if they want to. You know.
And you'll start seeing some of them try to battle to get back down that inside lane too, to be able to make that pit stop. So that always creates a little excitement as you get closer to that window closing.
And we miss seeing you out on the track here tonight, Bubba. Man.
Well, it's one of the, you know, that's my favorite thing to do is get out here and race with these guys. And, you know, little craziness in the garage just kept me from getting on there. I was able to get partial connection there, but not enough to be able to race tonight.
Man, well, you know, hopefully that'll get fixed. Back here with Workman again. He's right up the middle. He's in that sucker. Oh, no, and he's just going to get taken out by the 5. We have a yellow here. We actually caught that live here on MaxspeedTV, but we're going to get a better look at it here on the replay. Now, we see Workman. That 5 was Brian Stanley onto the outside. Workman was Workman himself up through the middle there. They get a kick out of it every time I say that. So,
yeah, Stanley made a little contact with the wall.
Yeah.
And came down left hard, and that's when he got into Workman there and tore his truck up pretty good.
Yeah, right there's where that contact. I know he was trying to get back down on it, getting it down straight, but you know, you're doing 180 some miles an hour and you turn left. Guess where it's going to go? Left.
It's going to go left hard.
And
that banking is there and everything else.
And it turned left, and it sent both of them right up hard into the outside of wall. The Instacart going to have to get another Insta truck out there here, it looks like.
Yep, I believe so.
And, man, oh, man, the 5 might have to get it. Oh, yeah, man, that 5 is all tore up. Look at that. Golly. Well, I can't say this way on the 5. If he didn't have a reset left, he would have no issues getting air into that motor.
That's right. We don't have to worry about it running too hot.
Exactly. Well, I do believe he's got a reset left. That is Brian Stanley.
Yeah, he's lost both fenders. He's lost his grill, his bumper, the whole works.
He does not have a reset left.
Well, if he doesn't have a meatball flag, if he does have a meatball, he's going to be there for a while.
Yeah, because
if he chooses to hang out there and just run a few laps, it's going to be tough unless I don't know. I've watched Vicente. I watched Sanchez. I watched Sanchez one time finish in top 10 without a front bumper and a grill, and made a top 10 finish with it. So it can be done.
I've seen a driver. You know how with a meatball flag you got to come down pit road. I believe it's within like 3 laps.
Yeah.
Well, we had 3 laps to go, and there was a driver out there, engine smoking it all. Didn't want to come down pit road. He knew his engine was shot. You know, he wasn't up to speed. Anyway, he stayed out, and there was a big one right in front of him. Guess who won?
That's it. That's all it takes. Hey, when you're in that position, that's all you're praying for. Just some miracle for that thing to clear the way.
Yeah, they cleared the way, and he brought it home into victory lane on the 3rd lap, and he got the win. He sure did. I can't remember who it was, but man, it was insane. Okay, so it looks like Vicente is going to be our leader here, I do believe.
Yeah, I think.
And it's showing.
I think you're right.
Showing Zach, but ATVO doing ATVO things. So it's, but it's showing It is showing Zach. When they cross the stripe here, we'll know exactly who the leader is, but I do believe it is Vicente. Oh, we hit that 10 like mark out there here tonight. 83 views so far. We've got about 13 watching. There's 13 concurrent here. We were up to, I think it was 19 at one time. But yeah, Zach still sitting on pit road here, and it's still showing Vicente in second, but he ain't second. There it goes.
I believe he's going to register somewhere in the 25th, I believe, somewhere like that.
Let's see here. Zach, 31st.
31st. All right.
Yeah, after everything finally reset, sometimes it takes ATVO a second to catch up. A lot of information.
There's a lot going on.
Yes, yes. Well, even down on track, there's a lot going on. You're trying to pay attention to the outside, pay attention to where your truck is, on the inside line. If you're on the inside, paying attention to the driver behind you if you can, making sure they don't hit you too hard, trying to watch out in front of you. I mean, you've got thousands of things going on at once. It ain't easy.
That's a fact. Well, as we're going back here, it looks like we got teammates side by side in 1 and 2 there with Vicente and Cody. And those guys, they know how to work this. They know how to work this thing. So I look for them to maintain that spot there for a good little while here.
Yeah, both of these guys are in the chase already. So, with
Cody's dad, Kevin, just started iRacing. And,
yeah, I heard about that.
I enjoyed it. I had the opportunity to race with him about a week or so ago, and we're about the same age, and it's good to see new guys come in. I was in my mid 50s when I started, and
you ain't a day over 20.
Well, mentally in my 20s, but chronologically, I'm about 97.
Oh, okay. Oh man. Well, you out here, man. When you can get out here, you get out here and you kick butt.
We give it. I like I told you before. I discovered iRacing back in 2020, and I was in hospital. Yeah, I was in hospital. Matter of fact, and just in there for a good while after some spinal cord injury stuff.
Oh.
But enjoyed learning about it then. And started watching a few streamers, and here we go.
And we are back underway here. Green is out. Vicente, we have just hit lap 62. As we take a look at our cautions so far, 6 cautions, 17 caution laps, 39 laps to go, 29 lead changes. I do expect that lead change number definitely to go up. I don't expect it to stay at a 29. So, Vicente, Cody. That 3 teammates on the outside or just 2? Vicente and Cody.
That's 2 on the outside.
Okay. Whoa, 5'10" jumps out.
Sanchez going to try to get back up there. He likes being up front.
Yep, Sanchez right there. He's led 8 laps. And Vicente is going to grab another lap under his belt. Cody, Jimmy Reynolds up here kind of after the halfway mark. He started back in 37th in that extra left 17 right there on the inside. And he's running up here in 3rd. Jimmy wants to lead a few laps here tonight. That most important lap is that final lap. But, hey, if you get a few more laps under your belt in the meantime, why not do it?
That's it. Dustin Logston, the 38 car, he started in 24th. He's moved up to 8th place.
Yep, we got some movers. As I like to call them, hungry hippos.
And real quietly, Mark Mann has slipped up to number 15 from the 23rd spot where he started up to 15 now. It's getting to be his time of the race.
Mark Mann, where there he is, right.
15, 17, right along in there.
Okay, yeah, I kind of fallen back again here. 3 wide back here, Workman, Mann, the 67 of S.E. Martin. We've seen this before already.
Uh-huh. Here we go, part 2.
Yep, and we'll have part 3 and part 4, you know. Now, Mark working his way up there. I think he's just buying his time still. It's still a little bit too early.
He's there.
Whoa, Alex Green caught up on the outside. We're getting wiggly. Oh, 3 wide across the time stripe here. Oh, nice save, Alex.
Look at him go.
Alex going to get some air time right now.
He is.
Right?
He's got English.
Yeah. Go ahead. You were.
He's got English there with him. You know, Anthony can make a big difference. If he gets behind you, you're going to move up front.
Yes.
If he gets that bumper on your rear bumper, you're going. He's a good pusher.
Yeah, Anthony is a fantastic pusher. You know, if he's not ahead of you, you'd want him directly behind you.
That's a fact.
You know. And if he's ahead of you, you better stay on him. Anthony. So, well, you know, I called the Wednesday series for a while, so I already knew a lot of these drivers out here when I took over the Saturdays. So here we go again, round number 3. Here comes Zachary.
We got a 4 wide.
Whoa!
Just for a minute there.
I missed it. Dadgummit.
They definitely checked up when they saw him going forward.
Like, nope, we don't want no part of that right now.
Not here on Bumpy Daytona.
Oh, I wouldn't rule it out. White flag in the air, you're coming around. I wouldn't rule out a 4 wide.
Oh, that track gets real wide then.
As my brother would say, let's just go 10 wide. Why not?
That's it. Make it happen.
And it looks like Kevin Neagles out in chat here. He's rooting on Cody. Oh, I figured he'd root on Jimmy.
Look forward to getting back on track with Kevin real soon.
Hey, Kevin, when are you going to join us out on Saturday nights? Speaking of that, Jimmy Reynolds up front fighting Peter here for at least a lap lead coming out of turn number 2. And that outside line, it just seems like that outside line, though, is tonight the preferred line to be in. Zente dropping it down. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, we're going to have a big wreck back there.
Yeah, we gathered up about 7 or 8 cars right there.
Oh, another rubber ducky here tonight. Oh. Looks like Matt Wagner got a piece of this, but I want to get back up here to the 510 of Richard Sanchez because this is about right where it all initiated. The 07, the 38, the 510 right there. So what oh, I see what happened. Looks like the 38 and the 07 did some extracurricular activities back here. Might have been even been a little bit of net code. And Richard, wrong spot, wrong time. Oh. And the 07 goes for a ride and a half here. Looks like the 49 going to get in the mix here. Golly, that 07 riding on his lid. The 91 getting a piece of it. The 956, the 11. Oh, my golly.
Yeah, the 07 caught a little net code, was moving up and caught a little net code off the 38 and turned into the 38 and caught Sanchez there.
Oh, so it was a little bit of net code issue.
Little bit.
There was, I know the admins do, they go back and they look at every little thing and every little detail, and, they do a fantastic job of it. I just call it as I see it,
He was, he did drift up a little bit, so, he was, even without the net code, that contact was going to happen right there.
All right. Well, we haven't did it. Right. I'm having a blast not doing interviews. I'm having a blast calling the race.
Well, they're giving us a good show.
Yes, they are. Hey, lap 69. Oh, the 07 blew his pit box. Oh, and he did have a reset left, so he just used it. Now he blew his pit box. He had to back up a little bit, but, you know, it's still, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say it's too early. I mean, it is getting around that 30 to go mark here. Here in about 2 laps, lap 71, it'll technically be 30 to go. You know, I still don't think, Bubba, and you can either agree or disagree, that's why we're up here. I still think it's too early to make a move. I still think you got to be patient.
You know, you've got, I've watched men get up there and you know, with 5 laps to go, make up 20 spots, you know, so you do have time. And, but a lot of times you want to get up in that position where, you don't want to catch any of that shrapnel that I call it, you know, whenever all that mess. So sometimes getting up front a little bit earlier can help you avoid some of that mess in the back that happens, you know, and I've been caught up in that before and it's no fun, but
Yeah.
it does. It's just like you said, a little bit early right now to really go for it, but you're about to see things starting tensing up here around lap, around lap 80, you're going to see things really get crazy.
Yeah, looking at it here, it looks like as of right now, it's probably going to be a one-stop race with about 30 to go. Looking at a potential one-stopper, possibly 2. You can save in the draft, so that's why I'm saying a one-stop. They're gonna have to stop at least once, guaranteed, under green flag conditions. You get a late caution, probably just gonna make it a one-stop race altogether, unless we get those green, white, checkered attempts.
Yeah, and you know, you got to watch that fuel. You've got to get some help because right now, Neagles and Guerrero are 1 and 2 right there up front, and they're going to try to hold those spots. And so if you don't have, if you're solo, you may not be able to get around these guys. You're going to have some help and maybe go 3 wide.
And if you're Zonto, you know, I'm not picking on Zonto, but I'm picking on Zonto because, like I said, one of the many drivers out here that's trying to get that win. He's already got the races. He just needs a win. You know, I know he's sitting right back here in 4th. Or is that 5th? 4th. If you're on the bubble, basically, what I'm calling it, I wouldn't push it and just wait. He's already up front. He does have a shot. But I would also be a little bit more aggressive.
You're going to have to stay aggressive to hold that top 5 and position yourself with some help for that final run right there on that last lap. You know, it's going to take that. He's going to have to be aggressive, but keep it between the lines and not get caught up in anything there.
Okay, I'm kind of looking at it here. It looks like Zonto does have some teammates here. Alex Green, Brigante, English, Mayor, Mann, Sanchez, and Seabrands. So there is Alex Green right there. So Alex is pretty close to him.
That's a pretty stout group of guys right there, too. Yeah. I'd like to have them on my team pushing me around.
Looks like Jimmy Reynolds is not part of that team. Okay. Gonna be
Jimmy
interesting.
Reynolds running in P6. You know, a relative newcomer, Jeremy Stanley there.
Yeah.
In the 61 in the top 5 right now.
He qualified P10. Bull Green's already out. Boy, that was quick. All right, so Kevin said it's going to be a little bit trying to work up through the ranks. Oh, I see, trying to get those licenses. I got you.
Yep.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. We all were there at one time.
Absolutely.
Man, oh man. Neagles, Guerrero, Zonto, Deborah, Reynolds, Stanley, English, Green, Martin, Sanchez. Side by side all the way through the field here. Got to watch that 12 and the 85. That is Zach and Adam Kilday here. They're coming up.
Look at that top line and move on up here. You've got 4 real powerful drivers there on that top, and I think they're fixing to move up.
And, oh, man, well, the 14.
the English can catch on up to the rest of them there, and they can get a good push, I believe.
Well, Zach and company did catch them. Now right behind that
Yep.
3 or 03 is Steve Rada. So Steve 24 to 14th. So
And, you know, Vincente's not going to let anybody jump ahead of Cody.
Nope.
So it's going to be fun here.
No, Vicente, you know, he's gonna if he drops it down, he sees that outside line starting to get a push, he's gonna pull right up in front of him.
That's
You know,
it.
and that could either be a good thing or a bad thing. So
You better know what you're doing when you get there.
Yep.
You better be able to hold that steering wheel, too.
And the 6 not gonna lead that lap. Vicente got it again. Oh, there goes Peter. Whoa, there goes Cody up to the top. Open the door up for Peter now. That outside line, though, that I think tonight, Bubba Winningham, I think that is the line you want to be in.
That's a fact. That's where you want to be right now
Yep.
if you want to move forward. You can hold on. You know, watch him coming off the turn. He'll hold on there. Peter will stay up there close to Cody. But then as those 3 cars on top get together again, here they go, pulling it back out again.
Yeah, they're bringing Andrew Zonto right along with him. The 17 of Jimmy Reynolds, the 44 of English, the 67 of S.E. Martin. You know, I prefer the inside line. That is my preferred line. But if that outside line is not moving, per se, you want to get where the line's moving. And that would be right there on that outside line. Peter's doing all he can to try to get up there, and it's just not working out for him right now.
Yeah, the 61 Stanley is racing hard. I think if you put that bumper right on Peter's bumper, I think you'd see him compete a little more up there with Cody. But here comes Peter pulling up there right by Cody again. So.
Yeah, he's trying to get up there. Still a little bit of that side draft. Oh, that was a bit close. I think we seen that at the exact same time.
That's it. Little hiccup.
Everybody doing all right up front. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of zoom me through the field here real quick. Oh, 50 doing a little bit of blinking there. David, check your blinker fluid, buddy. I always say that. It gets everybody confused in chat. What's he talking about, blinker fluid? There ain't no such thing. Yeah, there is. Called internet.
Yeah. You know, I work in the car business. We send the rookies, always send them out to another dealership asking them for the lot stretcher. I'm looking for the lot stretcher, a used car color chart, and go to the parts department and ask them for some blinker fluid. That's always what you do with the rookies.
Oh man, well you wouldn't be able to. I got one time real quick story is I got called. I was working with my uncle and got called to go look at the back of the truck for a board stretcher. Brand new to it, didn't know anything about it. Yep, I'll be honest with you. I got called out on it.
Yep.
Zonto pulled down to the inside line. He's going to try to get something down there with the 61 and the 40. So, you know, the 03, the 510, you know, they're right there with them. You know, we've kind of still got those teammates, though, up there.
That's it.
You know, and, man, Peter he's trying.
He's giving it all he's got here. I think, let's see, we're lap 76.
Coming to lap 77 here at the stripe. Yep, and Cody going to edge him out. And Cody got 25 under his belt. Hard enough leading 1, let alone 25.
Well, they're side by side about 12 deep before you get to the single file racing back there. So it's going to be a lot of fun here as we close this thing out.
Yeah, getting back a little bit further. Yep, Zachary Workman, Jason D. Clark, you know, getting back here to the tail end of the field here. You know, these guys just trying to hang on for dear life back here.
You got one getting loose there on the inside.
Oh, that was Santo falling back. Oh.
Yeah, he dropped below that apron there and got sideways and lost about 20 spots.
Well, you know, 77 to 70, lap 77, lap 78 here. You know, he's not out of it yet. Still have that potential pit stop that we got to get to. But, you know, this right here for Zonto kind of set him back a little bit. He's still not out of it. No, by any means is anybody out of this race. You know,
That's
you
right.
got Workman. You've got the 4 right here, Seabrands. You got Hoppet, Wagner, Dean. You know, all these guys back here, you know, they still have a shot. It ain't over by any means. Who I would be watching. You know, if I was out here racing, I was back here with these guys, I would be watching certain drivers. I'd be watching Mark Mann. I'd be watching Gael. I'd be watching Workman, Seabrands. You know, when these guys come down pit road, I would come with them because they know what they're doing.
Absolutely. You want to hook on to the most most professional drivers you can that are going to get up there and help you get to the lead. You know, I run solo out there, and so yeah, anytime I can catch a hold of Mark Mann's bumper or one of these fellas right here, I'm going to do that.
Yep. All right. Well, it looks like Whoa! Yeah, another yellow, and I think Bubba Winningham's going to have some ear replacements after he gets done with me.
Let's see here. Looks like the position 5 and 6 there.
Yeah, up here with the 14. No. Oh, no. Vicente. Yep. Right there is where it all started. Oh, with the 67. Yeah, I'm going to get a better angle on this because coming out of that corner, you can't really see. Coming out of 2, actually. So, looks like the 67. Oh, net code.
Now, he drifted way up from that bottom line.
He did drift up for sure, but yeah, definitely net code there too. So, you know, definitely could have been contact without the net code, and that did upset Vicente. And then even behind him, as everything was transpiring too, you know, the 17 trying to get around the 14, and then, you know, there's the whole mess right there, you know, right behind the mess that happened. So,
yeah, 67, he drifted up from the bottom up to the middle lane and got up there and caught the side of, is that Vicente? Did he call him the side there?
Yes.
Yeah, and there was just nothing he could do. Got him turned sideways. Vicente started getting squarely back and forth. He wound up catching the wall. Meatball flag. Jimmy got caught up in it. Jimmy Reynolds in the 17.
Oh.
Made contact there with Vicente as well.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like he had too much damage after that one.
Well, let me see here. Anybody in that group got any resets left? I know Jimmy does. I still think, you know, if you don't have the damage, I don't think you use it. I think you just get it fixed if you can. If it's, you know, only a few seconds, you know, just set on pit road, you know, 20 to go. I don't.
These trucks are so tough. They don't, you know, you can usually hammer out the sheet metal there pretty quickly on these things.
Yep. Michelle out there saying hi, Rick. I don't know what Rick you're talking about. Probably Seabrands. The only Rick I know out here. But it is myself, Joshua Medlock here, and Bubba Winningham up here in the booth. So for everybody just tuning in, the other voice is Bubba Winningham, one of the drivers out here, and unfortunately early on today had a little bit of a technical issue. So he decided to join me up here in the booth.
It's just as good, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Josh, it's good being up here with you, man.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's always good to have a couple of people up here in the booth. You know, I do got to get with Rick and Rick or Alex, one of the two, and get a chance to ask them about giving my brother permissions to come over here and help me out on Saturday nights. You know, I had a chance to do that, and I was going to get with them tonight and totally just got, you know, focused on finishing up, getting ready to start tonight, and didn't get a chance to get down there and ask them. But, you know, hey, always love having, you know, other people up here, you know.
Yeah. Shout out to my little brother, Jeff Winningham. He's in the hospital recovering from some surgery. Prognosis is good. He just he's laid up for a few days there in the hospital, and that's no fun. Nobody likes to do that.
No. Maybe they could put that TV out there on YouTube and he can come out here and watch.
I sent him a link to your broadcast there before the race started. He says if I'm not under too much anesthesia, I'm gonna tune in and watch your race. So anyway, if he's watching, hey Jeff, how's it going, buddy? Hope you feel good.
Yeah, hopefully you can get out of there. And, you know, hospitals, you know, nobody wants to be in a hospital. But,
No, not too long.
you know, in some situations, that's the best place for people. You know, with you know, if it's something bad, you know.
That's right. Well, he's gonna do well. He's gonna get out of this thing and be back on his feet again in no time.
Well, he needs to get iRacing and come out here and race it up.
I've been trying to talk him into it. He's been a gamer for a long time, doing a lot of things, and I told him, you got to come over here with us, get in on some iRacing.
Oh, it's fun. It's a blast. All right. Well, my brother back out in a chat here. Shell, Kevin, Dennis, Brendan, and of course everybody out there tuning in. We are 19 to go. Pace car lights are off. Peter, Jeremy, Cody, Anthony, Richard, Adam, Zach, Mark, Alex, Zachary, Kenneth, Vicente, Steve, Alan Foster, Andrew Santo, Gael, Hoppet, Edgerton, Bergante, Reynolds, rounding out our top 20. Now, Alan Foster Jr. is another one of those drivers, Bubba, that, you know, needs a win in, because he's already got the starts. I know we've been talking about Andrew, but, you know, Alan Foster's another one. You know, he's got to get that win either tonight or the upcoming 3 races that are left. Chris Scala. And there's, let me see here, who else? Stanley Jr., Christine. Andy Bergante. I mean, I could keep going.
Yeah, there's some quality drivers in there that are going to be gutting it out trying to get a win.
Yep. All right. Pace cars off and away. Coming to 18 to go here tonight, folks. Green is out. And Peter on the loud pedals. Jeremy Stanley on the loud pedal on the outside with the 510 of Sanchez. Well, folks, with that being said, 18 to go. Man, it's going to be close on fuel, Bubba.
Oh, boy. That's going to be tricky right there.
Yes. Yeah,
18's tough.
Yeah, 18 to go, and they can only run about 13 to 18 laps. So,
yeah. Adam Kilday's had a hot hand lately. He's up there in position 7.
Yep. Ooh. I see Jeremy Stanley take a little bit of a sharp left there. It's all right.
Alex Green tightening that line up. You know, they're bringing it together. They're up to top speed now. They're moving. I look for some exciting racing to happen these last 15, 16 laps here.
Yep, coming to line to be 16 to go next time by. We're at 17 now, getting a little wiggly up here. We're on the Advanced Auto Parts #3 machine of Alex Green right here on the back stretch at the 08 of Daytona. Going back a little bit further here, we got Gael at the tail end here with Dustin, but here comes that back group. Robert Edgerton, Gary Turner, Andy Bergante, S.E. Martin, Jimmy Reynolds, Rick Seabrands. You know, all the drivers back here, you know, they're catching back up. They're getting up there, and that's what you want to see. You want to see everybody together. It'll be 16 to go here in the 61 of Jeremy Stanley. Had stole that lap away from Cody, and that'll be 2 under his belt. Man, now that inside line starting to go. Cody back up front.
Yep, he's pulling on up there.
My mom's out there in chat. Oh, that Brandon. She don't chat much in chat. My mom's out there. Hi, Mom.
And just like that, look who pops into the top 10, but Mark Mann.
Yep. Oh, Mark Mann. Where is he? There he is right there. Yep, the 04. If you said the 04, I'd have just clicked on his number.
The Batman.
The Batman. Well, he's, you know, Mark Mann is one of those drivers, you know, he likes to play it safe. He likes to start in the back, work his way up to the front. He says it's more of a challenge, which he's not wrong.
He does a good job at it. That's how he proceeds every single race I've seen him in. He plays it safe. Laps to go. He's going to be there at the end.
Yep, and oh man, all right. righty. Well, we'll do this real quickly. Playoff picture looks like this. You do have David Stringle, Stephen Miles, Mark Mann, Cody Neagles, and Anthony English locked in, coming into tonight. But with the start, Vicente Guerrero is in as well. We've got 6 drivers locked in going into the chase. Peter DeBora. Whoa, Peter!
Is he doing some pit strategy here?
It looks like it. I got to get that playoff picture off there because he's coming down pit road. Peter, Gael, Wagner, they are down pit road here.
Yep, they're splitting the difference there.
Yes, they are. Maybe they know that they don't have enough. So my mom is rooting on the red truck.
All right, go red truck.
So we got a lot of red trucks out here, and I think she's talking about the 03 of Steve, or the 3 of Alex Green.
The Advanced Auto Parts
Yeah.
3 Toyota Tundra.
I think that's who she's talking. Whoa, here we go.
Another pit stop.
Neagles is down.
Yep. That's what these guys are doing. They're going. Did anybody go with him?
Yes, Vicente and Jimmy came down with him.
That's right.
Now, you do not want to come down by yourself.
With that being said, there may not be a driver out there that could have stretched that thing. We'll find out here at the end, I guess, if we go green.
If you get up to 10 to go and you haven't came down yet, I think you've made your bed.
That's it.
You've just got to stay out. All right, well, let's see here. Coming out of 4, is anybody going to shoot down pit road this time up front? Nope. We're going to go back a little bit further here and see if anybody else comes down. No, there ain't nobody else coming down. Wow.
They're going for it.
I think they are.
Or they're just going to make that last-minute stop together, one of the two.
Short pit. Come down, splash fuel, and go.
Yep.
Take all of about 2 seconds.
Sanchez back up front.
Yeah, my mom says she's going for the number 3, so that would be Alex Green. That's actually the owner.
He's the boss man. He's the
boss man. So mom is going for the boss man here. And she has no idea who any of these guys are, so. Glad to see her out there. She watches. Oh, this is going to be a big group.
Yep.
Whoa, get it slowed down. Don't spin it.
Sanchez going to make it?
Yeah, I believe he made it. Wow. Sanchez, English, Workman, Santo, Kilday, Miles, Scala. All down pit road here. Mark Mann, well, there he is up front, but I don't think he's going to stay out. I think he's going to bring the rest of the group down pit road. If he stays out, Mark Mann knows something we don't, and he's not telling anybody. Whoa!
Here comes another little group.
Got to be kidding me. Yep, Zach bringing down a couple of drivers here. Zach, Gary Turner. That was it. No, Alan Foster Jr. is also down with him. Can't forget Alan Foster Jr. here.
He's got the Beavis and Butthead car.
As always.
That's it. You know, that it looked like that caught Sanchez by surprise. He was a last-second decision to drop down there with that first group that went in. When English dropped down, it looked like Sanchez was caught off guard by that. He wanted to race with him, so
yeah,
he made it in. That took some skill to make it in without losing control and get that speed down at 60 miles per hour.
You got to be careful coming down pit road. And yeah, Mark Mann, he's coming down.
Got 4 dropping in there. Yep.
Alex Green coming down. Rick Sebrands, Andy Bergante coming down. I don't even have to look at the numbers. I already know who they are. When you've called these guys names and numbers so much over the several seasons that I've been doing this, you kind of know who is who, which helps.
Yeah, it definitely helps.
And I get you confused with Robert Edgerton sometimes. So I'll be honest with you.
I'm a newbie. It's okay.
Nine.
Stanley gets to enjoy a lap lead here.
Yep, and I believe no. Yeah, here he comes. I was fixing to say he better not. But you know, like these guys right here, I don't know many of these, so we're gonna kind of get things lined out. Kenneth Bishop, Jeremy Stanley, Steve Rada, Dustin Logston, they're all coming down. Robert Edgerton did get a lap lead here. He's gonna have to come down as well. And Steve Hoppet is going to have to bring it down pit road. Does
Mad
look
Dog
like
Steve Hoppet.
Yep, S.E. Martin is going to have to get down pit road at some point, too. He's been out here 11 laps. So, you know, man, talked about green flag pit stops. We're seeing them now. My mom says they need to get over and let the 3 car in front. Well, they're not just going to move out of the way. It don't work that way, unfortunately. Robert Edgerton.
And I could see why you can. He's a 55. I'm the 66. It's kind of difficult to discern those numbers sometimes when you're staring at them.
Yeah, you know, and especially when you guys are like side by side and I'm not really changing drivers. I'm just calling what I see it. Yeah, I'll be like, wait a minute. No, 55 or whatever's on the inside, you know. I get them confused. So, that's all right. Whoa, oh, okay, Steve Hoppet. Okay, I see the speed there, and he's coming off of pit road. So, I got a little worried there for a second.
It looks like there are 4 drivers, maybe 3 drivers that are still out there, right? From the original group.
Robert Edgerton, S.E. Martin, and Stuart Broderick.
Yeah, the 007 car.
Yeah, James Bond.
He may have an extra secret gas tank in there
well,
somewhere.
he's going to lose it here. Oh, no! Oh, no! Here we go. And I think that might have helped the 007 there.
Yeah. Let's see who got caught up in that real
Oh,
quick here.
Vicente. Zachary Workman, Peter DeBora, and the 979. And the 06. Going to get a piece of it. Cody Neagles in the 6. And the 76. Alan Foster Jr.
Goodness gracious.
Yep, man.
That's a tough break.
Ooh, right there is where it was. 91 right into the back of the 76, right up into the 6, and it was just, you know, California dreaming from there. Ooh, man. Golly, you know, 5 to go here, folks. We're not done. I don't think this is going to set up a GWC attempt. Oh, Stewart did get some damage. Go ahead, bud. I'm sorry.
Well, it was a situation where their leaders were coming on 2 slower cars. And so, you know, usually if you're in that position, they'll call out and say, hey, lappers, you know, leaders coming around. And you either go low or you go high. And one of these trucks went low. One of these trucks went high. And the leaders of the faster trucks had to come through the middle of it, and that's where the mess happened. They literally had to go 4 wide to try to make it through those lap cars.
Yeah.
And that didn't work.
It didn't work, you know, and, you know, I was just looking at Stuart Broderick. I thought he had damage. He did not have damage, just the way his truck looks. So, it's got that black paint on the front there, and it looks like it's bent up. Well, I got to say, though, who is that? That is the 5. Is that the 5? Yeah, 5. That is Brian Stanley. No front bumper, nothing.
He had a good race up to that point.
Yep.
Well, we'll see how many of these boys have a reset, have a fresh car to pull out there.
And I believe Brian Stanley, he is going to get the lucky dog here. That's going to put him back on the lead lap, but you can tell he does not have the power in that truck. Man. You know, he's just trying right now to get the best finish he can get. And I give him credit just for hanging in there. Well, folks, it's 11. What? 10? No, it's 10:56 Eastern, 9:56 Central. Coming up on 10 o'clock here, my time. Don't do that. That gets you dizzy. Well, I got to. Going, changing the chase camera and moving the cameras around.
That's one of the coolest features.
I love it. I love it. Now I gotta, in order to do that, I have to have the camera control panel up. Now, of course, nobody can see that in iRacing, but if that's up, I can use the WASD keys and turn the camera, use control, and all that. So, over the 7 years that I've did this, which this month was 7 years.
7 years.
7 years. I've learned a few tricks.
Well, you do have some experience doing that for sure.
Yeah, 7 years of broadcasting races here on iRacing and with MaxspeedTV. That's where I started. Well, Rudy retired, and I'm the owner. So Rudy he fully retired. He's done.
I had your big old Max Speed logo on the back of my truck tonight too.
Oh, you did?
Sure did, right in the bed of
Oh man, and I didn't get a chance to see it.
it. Yep.
That's all right. We'll see it next week.
That's right.
All right, coming to 3 to go. And it looks like pace car lights are off, and I don't know what S.E. Martin is doing here. He's going to have to pull it back and let that pace car come up to him. But it's going to be S.E. Martin, Anthony English, Adam Kilday, Andrew Zonto, Jason Clark, Zachary Workman, Gael Brooks, Chris Scala, Mark Mann, Stephen Miles, Rick Seabrands, Jeremy Stanley, Steve Rada, Alex Green, Andy Brigante. That's just rounding out the top 15. We are not forgetting about anybody back in toward the back outside of the top 15 because, folks, this is going to be an unofficial green-white checkered attempt. We're still under regulation, Bubba. You know all about it. They'll go green, we'll have the white, and then hopefully we'll have the white, and then it's checkered flag. So, we could have a yellow before that white flag. So,
well, we watched Santo go back about 20 positions when he had that accident. He's back up in position 4 now. So, look for him to make some noise here in these last laps. And again, 85, Adam Kilday, he's been hot lately, won a few races lately around here, and so look for him to make a good run. S.E. Martin, he might be the dark horse in this group.
Yeah, I'd be watching him.
Started 35.
He's running
himself in position number 1.
MS Martin Sports Paint. S.E. Martin Sports, that makes sense.
There we go.
Makes a lot of sense. All right, pace cars off and away here tonight, coming to that green flag. Here we go. Green is out. Good start there by Anthony English, Andrew Santo, but at 67, he's not going to give up that top spot easy. The outside, Zachary Workman, the 2 of Chris Scala, the 8 of Stephen Miles, the 61, 349. You got the 67, 85, 07, 64, 04 right there on the inside line. We've got 2 to go here tonight, folks.
Contact
no!
up front.
Yep, and oh, golly, we're going to have a yellow. We're not going to have a yellow.
3 went
You
blue.
have
Well,
got to be kidding me.
iRacing cautions only at this point.
Yep.
My goodness. I guess because those cars, there were 2 of them that went below the stripe, and then the 67 came back up.
Wow,
So,
no yellow flag, and we're going to be coming to the white. White flag in the air, 1 to go. Chris Scala has got his first lap of lead, and the 61 of Jeremy
more
Oh,
wrecking up
no.
behind them.
Yeah, they got
Never
wrecked.
gonna get- But that's white flag.
Yeah, white flag. I mean, they're just going to wreck.
Yep.
Wow.
Boy, here they come. They're spreading out. You got Cody Neagles there in position 3. He's moving up to 2nd.
Yeah, they're
you got
wrecking.
two more
Oh,
low.
Alex. Alex taking it low. A little bit too low. Whoa, the 2 and the 6.
He
Oh,
almost lost it. He
oh,
regained
we
it
got
and he lost it.
4 wide there for a moment. Jeremy, it's all in
boy.
your favor right now, buddy, but the 07 of Jason D. Clark is on the outside. They're bumping, they're banging behind him. Jeremy Stanley with a shove is going to win it here tonight. Wow.
What a race.
Wow.
There's some fresh names in that top 3 right there.
Oh, my gosh.
What a final lap.
Woo. Jeremy Stanley grabbing the win out here tonight. Jason D. Clark in P2. And Kenneth Bishop rounding it out in P3. And I do believe, folks, this is the first time I have ever had, or one of the few times I have ever had 3 different drivers up here without one of the veterans. I'm not taking away from these 3, but I believe this is one of the first, and there's not been very many. This just goes to show that, it changed on me. I've got Chris Scala in 3rd.
Let's look at that and see here. I saw a name disappear from the results roster there. Let's see. Stanley Clark Scala.
That's what I've got, but that wasn't what it was before.
Let's see. Did somebody disconnect? Let's look and see here.
Because across the stripe here, we're going to go off of the, it'll be unofficial, but we're going to go off of what is up here, and they can make the determination after the fact there. But right here with the shove there from the 510 of Richard Sanchez, the 61 is our winner. Okay, we know that. The 07 of Jason D. Clark. And it looks like I thought it was the 49.
See if I can zoom in here and get a good look here.
See, now I don't. Yeah, Kenneth Bishop. It's got Kenneth Bishop now scored at 23rd. So, all righty. Well, hang tight, folks. We're going to figure it out here. I do know Jeremy Stanley and Jason Clark are our top 2. So, hang on just a minute. We're going to get the top 3 up here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. Give us just a second. We will be right back. Alrighty, folks, we're back. We have caught up with our top three here tonight. A little bit of a hiccup there, but I think we got it figured out. But we're going to start here tonight with our winner, the number 61 here of Jeremy Stanley. Jeremy, you got the win out here tonight, buddy, at the bumpy Daytona here, and that is going to give us 3 different winners for the 08 of Daytona. Awesome job, man. But, man, it was a fight out there here tonight, buddy. Talk about it.
Yeah, no kidding, right? I love this track so much ever since I upgraded to the Moza wheel. I've really enjoyed the force feedback on it, and I feel like it's actually improved my handling here. I don't get too many wins on the Super Speedway, so to be able to stick it through, get 3 different wrecks, did not use any fast repair. I think the most damage I had to repair at one time was 37 seconds worth. They had to change my left front fender. Kept my speed though, that was good. Hugged the bottom for the back half of the race, and yeah, a lot of rough racing, but fun at the same time. So just overall, it was a lot of fun.
Well, you know, we did have that, you know, those green flag pit stops there at the end, man. That kind of got everybody separated for a few seconds, and then of course, you know, we had that, you know, unofficial GWC there at the end. You know, what was, you know, going through your mind, knowing, you know, it's still under regulation, you're going to go green, going to go white, or possibly white and then checkered flag. What happened down there? What'd you see down there in that mess?
I didn't see too much. I just know my teammate Scott Martin was leading on the bottom there, and somehow there was contact made. And it opened the door initially, and I thought, okay, yellow flag, so I lifted. Nothing happened of it, so I got back on the throttle as quick as I could. And then from there, it was just me and 2 other trucks, really, and they both stuck to the bottom. I was like, well, here's my opportunity. I had to move up and get a little side draft off of them. And once I got to the side of the leader, I was like, well, the outside off of turn 4 is the preferred groove. But then there was more chaos after that, so definitely helped in my favor. And my teammate, the 49 Kenny Bishop, he was actually drafting the guy that was catching me, and thankfully he was my teammate, so he lifted and not give the guy extra draft, and helped me, I think, get me to the line first.
Yeah, I know the 510 gave you a shove there at the end. So, but you know, regardless of what happened down there, man, dude, it was a crazy race out here tonight. Now I'm just looking at some of the stats here for you. I had to find you while you were talking. Now you came into tonight now 39th in points. Okay, now I know that's not good. You're new, but here's the thing: this was your 4th start. You got to win. You got 3 races left. What does that add up to if you start all 3?
You know, I don't know. That's what I think helped me a little bit too, because I'm not, like, the points aren't there for me, right? So I'm just here to collect some W's if I can. And so I wasn't thinking on the restart, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. That wasn't my game plan, because I just wanted to ride it out. And if the window opened for me to take anything, I was going to do it. So I think that worked in my favor for sure.
Okay, well, 7 starts is required with a win to get in. So if you start the next 3 races,
well, then that's a beautiful thing.
then you're locked in.
Well, that's a great rule. I did not know that off the top of my head, so appreciate that.
Yeah, from what I understand. So, and Bubba, you can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but, you know, 7 starts, that would equal 7 starts. Jeremy's got the win. That's a lock-in.
Yeah, Jeremy's got a great opportunity here with 3 starts ahead of him to lock that playoff spot down and get in there and compete hard. It's been great seeing seeing him in the league this season, and looking forward to seeing him win some more races and run for that playoff shot.
All right. Well, awesome job there, buddy, man. Yeah, now that you know it, now you kind of just got to start. Well, we do go to Talladega next week, buddy. That track is known for a lot of 3-wide action, Jeremy. How do you feel about Talladega?
I love me some 3-wide racing for sure. So, well, you know, with the win underneath the belt, you said as long as I get the starts, I'm good. So I'm just going to have some more fun. I know my teammates like to hang out in the back at the beginning, but I'm going to start this thing as far as I can up through the field and just have fun with the leaders, mix it up, and hopefully we can get another one of our teammates into the playoffs with a W for sure. But either way, I'm really looking forward to the next 3 weeks, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, like I said, don't quote me on it, but I do believe that is correct. So, you know,
I'll have fun regardless.
Yeah, you could just have fun regardless and go from there. And if it happens, it happens. You know, just have fun, the biggest thing. But, awesome job, Jeremy, on the win out here tonight, buddy. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, man?
Yeah, man. The sponsor of my truck, Nerd Wraps, I run that as for nerditudes.gg. It's their painting side of it. So if you're looking for a paint skin, Nerd Wraps is the way to go. Nerditudes.gg. Partners out there on the track, calling all the, the pit strategy and whatnot. That's Kenny Bishop in the 49, the 38 of Dustin Logston, 67 Scott Martin, number 1 truck there of my brother Brian Stanley. So Martin Sports, huge thanks to them. Roasted Jim's Coffee, Dusty Pete's Gifts and Collectibles. I know there's a couple more I'm missing, but man, I'm excited.
Well, I can tell by your voice you are. Well, Jeremy, go celebrate. Good luck and go celebrate. Have fun. We'll see you next week at Dega, buddy.
Yes, sir. Sounds good. Appreciate you.
You too, bud. All right. Well, that is Jeremy Stanley. Now let's jump down here to our P2 finisher here tonight. That is Jason D. Clark. Jason, buddy, in the Black Horizon machine. Got a copy?
I do indeed, sir.
Man, what an eventful race it was here tonight. Finished it out in regulation. You did unfortunately have to, use your reset out here tonight, but you fought your way back up to the front. You grabbed a podium finish, man. Talk about the ups and downs, the struggles, that you had to, go through here tonight, and how you managed, all the battling out there here this evening. Mike Short, man.
It was a heck of a battle out there tonight for sure. I was lucky enough to snag the pole and lead a couple laps, so that was nice. And then I decided to drop back and try and find my boys back there. I never did find them until like lap 75. As you say, at one point I was upside down, which is pretty normal for me. And as I was flipping over, all I was thinking was, I hope I land on my wheels so that I can drive back to the pit box and use my reset and I don't have to tow. And thankfully, even though the steering wheel was upside down, I was able to get back to my pit box and get the reset. And then I've learned at super speedways, I think you got to get to the front. Riding in the back is fun and all, but not as fun as racing.
Oh yeah.
Had a lot of good battles out there, a lot of good pushing. Got to lead laps. Had a fast Black Horizon Tundra. It was a good race.
Well, we did have that little pit stops there, at the end, those little short pits. Kind of what was your mindset with those short pits, with 14 to go, 10 to go, talk about that.
I was waiting in my headset, waiting for Scala and Miles or Dean, one of them, to tell me when it was time to pit, and we were arguing back and forth about when we were going to go, and finally the call came in, so we went in, I think, with 11 or 12 to go, and luckily we got that caution. I should point out that in the last lap, coming down the backstretch, I got clipped in the left front, and I finished that race with wheel damage, and my steering wheel pointed 90 degrees to the left.
Oh my God.
It was really hard to hold it on the top line, pushing on the back end of Jeremy's truck.
Wow.
But I managed to stay in the draft and just hammer down.
Man.
But yeah, I finished with wheel damage.
Jason, I watched your last
crazy.
lap. I watched your last lap coming down there. I think you were in 7th place when lap 100 began.
Yeah, I was way back there.
You got hit on the left side by the Toyota truck, the red Toyota truck, and then right there after you bounced off that, you caught a little wall and still survived. There were 2 wrecks around you. Survived. It was one of the most impressive final laps I've ever watched. This is fun. Go back and rewind that thing and watch that thing again.
You just gotta keep your foot in it and hope for the best.
Yeah, that was amazing.
No, it's a great race. Big shout out to you guys for putting on the broadcast. OP for letting me race. The boys in the treehouse for putting up with us all night long. It's been a lot of fun here.
All right. Well, we got Talladega next week. How do you feel about it?
I love me some Talladega. Let's go.
All righty. Well, Jason, awesome job out here tonight. P2, buddy. Go celebrate. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right. Well, that is going to bring us the official 3rd place finisher here tonight. Is that number 2 of Chris Scala here, Chris? Man, well, little bit of a hiccup there at the end. We couldn't figure out who was who and where was where, but officially you are third here tonight. So, you know, you got to talk about it, man. The crazy action out there here tonight, buddy. Man, how you feeling?
Disappointed. To be honest with you, at myself. I screwed myself at the end of that race. Gave up a chance to win, but here's what it is. It's typical race, super speedway racing at the end. Just people everywhere and stuff, and knowing it, I probably caused that wreck in turn 3 again, like the 15th time this year I've caused a wreck on the final lap. So a lot of disappointment as usual, but that's just, if anybody likes finishing third, then that's a little different for them. But it is what it is. Thankful for Buttkicker and OP and being allowed to race here on Saturday nights. It's fun, and just obviously, it is what it is.
Yeah, we could just hear I can hear it, and I'm sure Bubba can too. You're upset, and fully understandable. I know you really don't want to talk, but we're going to go ahead and ask you about Talladega next week. How do you feel about it?
I don't mind talking. It's just, it's not many really things to say. It's just being honest. But no, Vegas, it's super speedway racing. It's going to be my traditional starting the back, let everybody wreck, and see where I end up at the end type of thing. Looking solid, I guess, playoff wise. I've missed a couple of races, so that part's good. It would be nice to finally win one of these things, but took Michael Walsh at 460 something to get to it, so why not? Vegas fun. It's fun. It's good group of guys to race with and that kind of thing. And I'm sure some people are tired of getting turned by me, but we'll go have fun.
Oh yeah, I mean it's super speedway racing, man. You can't really change anything because that's what OP's all about. Super speedway racing. So you go into a race, hope for the best, and then stuff happens. So I've been there. I know how you feel, bud. But Chris, awesome job out here tonight. Grabbing that P3 spot, buddy. Any other final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate?
Yeah, man, appreciate that, and obviously everybody, Max Speed, you guys for doing the broadcast and stuff. 4D Racewear had their shoes on as I always do. You can check out their website, 4dracewear.com. Jim Herrick does a good job with that product. Also has racing gloves for those interested. Shout out to the TI guys for allowing me to race. And little shout out to Marion Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram there in Marion, North Carolina. Chris Lewis, the manager there, hit him up on the website. And thanks to all the viewers as always. And it's cool to be able to race on a broadcast and stuff like that and have people watch and say whatever they like to say. We know how those people are. But no, appreciate those guys. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the league. And it's time for a beer.
All righty, Chris. We'll go get that. And hey, we'll see you at Daytona next week, buddy.
Cheers.
Cheers, bud. All right. Well, that was Chris Scala here. We're going to get down here to the I guess the official results, Bubba Winningham, because, the points, they've already been updated, and, man, they're quick at it.
They are. They really are.
All right, well, let's get down here to the official results here tonight. And, of course, I know the admins are still finalizing all of the points, getting everything done, but coming out with the win here tonight, the 61 here of Jeremy Stanley grabbing the win out here tonight. Jason D. Clark coming back, grabbing the P2. Whoops, and something happened there. There we go. Chris Scala in third. Andrew Zonto will grab a top 5 in fourth. Zach Fritsch fifth. Guy L 6th. Steve Rada 7th. Alex Green 8th. Stephen Miles 9th. And Cody Neagles 10th. Rick Seabrands in 11th. Steve Hoppin 12th. S.E. Martin 13th. Robert Edgerton 14th. Mark Mann 15th. Andy Bergante 16th. David Livingston, 17th. Peter DeBora at 18th. Brian Stanley, 19th. Vicente Guerrero, 20th. Anthony English, 21st. Christine, 22nd. Kenneth Bishop, 23rd. Stuart Broderick, 24th. Zachary Workman, 25th. Adam Kilday, 26th. Dustin Loxton, 27th. Gary Turner, 28th. Matt Wagner, 29th. Jimmy Reynolds, 30th. Richard Sanchez, 31st. Alan Foster Jr., 32nd. Mark Sergio, 33rd. Zach Neuscher, 34th. Brian Kimbler, 35th. Duke Conrad, 36th. Bubba Winningham, unfortunately. We know, Bubba, we've said it all night long, but we enjoyed having you up here in the booth here tonight, so thank you for that. Looks
I had
like.
a blast.
Oh,
I had a blast. Next to racing, it's the most fun I've had.
I bet so. So Bubba didn't start, Jackson Carr didn't start, and Brian Rainville didn't start here tonight. But, you know, folks, we got more action here. We got 3 races left. We got Talladega next week, and then we will have an off week after that. I've made sure again to make sure that is correct. And then we will have 2 more races to finalize the regular season. Bubba Winningham, we do not know what's going to happen in the next 3 races.
You're gonna see some fine racing though. It's gonna be hot and heavy, and you know there's gonna be a lot of people trying to slip into that playoff spot, and so I look forward to being a part of it.
Oh well, we're looking forward to seeing you back down there on the track coming up in the upcoming weeks, starting it next week, of course. So hopefully we'll see you back out there and everything will be taken care of. A big shout out to all the sponsors out here tonight, Buttkicker, Digital Armchair Motorsports, Yorkville. A big shout out to all the fans out there that tuned in here tonight. My mom, my brother, we had Moose Pie out there as well in chat. I know there was several others out there. Michelle, Kevin, Dennis, Mara out there in chat, Brennan Kennedy, and I know I'm missing somebody. I just know I am, and if I am, I do apologize, but, you know, thank you all again for tuning in here tonight on MaxspeedTV with the OP Super Speedway Buttkicker Truck Series, and until next time, folks, stay safe, thank you all, and have a good